Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess. It is Hump Day. It's Wednesday and it's the 26th of June. I want to say a quick thank you for everybody who's subscribed to my channel. I still don't really understand my journey. I've still been doing a lot of work on myself, and I must say that I have grown tremendously this last couple of weeks in terms of my own personal growth and understanding of the world. And I've definitely reached a new level of inner understanding about myself, which has been amazing. I was listening to a couple of other readers this morning and feeling at the moment all the readings are very, very similar. And I believe that we're coming into a very, a very new time that perhaps some of us have never experienced, because we've been sort of hidden behind our own masks, or the masks that our parents gave us, that we've taken such a long time to understand how we act and how we respond in situations, how we make choices, how we move forward. But the biggest thing of all is I've realized how people are in denial. I've not really seen that before. In this last couple of weeks, I've really seen how people deny themselves the beauty of the world and what it holds for them, because they believe that they don't either need to work on themselves or don't deserve to have more than they currently had. So I guess for me, it's sort of like I've started to open my eyes to everyone around me a lot more, to understand, that's the Wheel of Fortune, to understand, and the Tower, to understand the journey that we're all on. So yeah, it's been pretty amazing for me. It's almost like the world seems a lot more transparent than it used to be. Okay, enough of me. This is the After Tarot, and this is the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords shows a person who's wrapped in a prison of their own thinking, their own thoughts. It's stopping them going anywhere because they think this is all there is, or they think that they have to be here. It's probably what I was just saying, you know, people think that they are restricted by everything in life and they don't have this idea that they can escape something. And I heard a very good reader this morning say, you know, something about people can always have the opportunity to move in a different direction. Even though they may not see it, even though they may be trapped in that thinking, the opportunity for them is still there. They've got to make the choice on whether they accept that or not. And here we see a person trapped in their own thinking. They are blindfolded, so they don't want to see the truth, or they're unable to see the truth here. But the truth is, these are not tied that tightly. If she wanted to escape from this prison, she could. She just has to believe that she can. And it's very interesting that that card's come out. Behind that card, we have, I had a funny feeling I was going to pull that card out, but this is exactly what we're talking about here. Being trapped in your ego, restricting your, limiting yourself to what you think you can be, being bound to things that don't really serve you, being bound to things that you could move away from, being trapped by something, someone, or some situation. But what this is saying here is you absolutely have the power to move forward. It's your choice on how you work that power. And you're hanging on to it. Okay, so when we see the Four of Pentacles, we know that this is you hanging on. I always think for grim death, because you got the death card behind you, the Grim Reaper. So we always say you've been hanging on for grim death. You don't want to let something go. Now, this can be about your beliefs here, your beliefs about yourself, your beliefs about your situation, but this is hanging on to something. It could be a person. You could be unable to escape a person that may be not in your best interest. You know that, but you're unable to get away from them. And here we have the choice. So the choice is about, do you move forward? Do you stay where you are? Do you accept the challenge? Do you not? But again, you're still blindfolded here. So for some people out there, there's still a little bit of work to do here. because you still have not released what is holding you back. So that can be, I suppose, a metaphysical thing. It doesn't actually have to be a person, or it can be a situation, can be a belief in yourself, like I can't go anywhere because I don't deserve any more than I have here. It could be just a situation where I can't move on. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough material wealth. Or it could be fear of moving on. I don't know what's out there for me. I don't know what to expect. Whatever it is, it's holding you back. So first off, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles could represent you, because I'm doing a general read here and reading for a lot of people. But this Queen of Pentacles, she's looking at her money here. She's looking at her material wealth. She's studying what she has here. I love that the rabbit is down the bottom because he's running, and the rabbit always represents new life. So he's making a bit of a run for it down the bottom here, and she's absolutely still. So it's like she knows new stuff is out there for her. She knows she could move towards it, but at the moment she's so focused on what is keeping her held, what is keeping her held back, what is stopping her from moving forward. She's stuck on that. She's not seeing the speed that the rabbit's going. So I think that's quite interesting. This Queen of Pentacles can be a person who's very down to earth, very structured, very logical. Maybe she's only looking at that side of things rather than looking at her potential in this rabbit. So we have the card of stability here. This is the card of marriage, the card of, a stable relationship. It doesn't really go beyond that with this card. I always think it's really cute how some of the cards have so many meanings and others are just like, that's it, that's the meaning. So some people look at this as the 1111 as the soulmate card. So maybe this queen has her back turned on her potential for stability. She hasn't realized she can find this in herself. She's looking for it outside of herself. We do have the Justice card here, which talks of leveling out the playing field, is what I always say. So it's like something hasn't been right. Something's not been right from the past. And you've got an opportunity now to make that right, to put it where you need it to be and to work with that. So the universe is saying you may not have had what you deserved in the past. So we're going to make sure you get what you deserve. Most of the time that's just about making sure that whatever you've put in, you're getting back out again. It's the card of Libra. It's the card of balance. And I feel like this person, whoever they are, whether this is you or someone you're dealing with, can't take their eyes off what they think will make them happy. They're stuck here on thinking this particular thing is going to make me happy. It'll either be money, material goods, or whatever. And you hear people, and I do get people, if I walk away, what about my house? What about my material world? And I think, well, what about your enjoyment? What about your happiness? What about all those things like love? So sometimes, we have to cut our losses and move forward. Some of us do it without taking anything with us. So this particular person is so busy looking at what she's leaving behind that she hasn't seen the stability in front of her, nor has she seen that the universe wants to give back what she deserves, or he deserves. Yep, we have the Emperor coming in. So I feel like this is you here, trying to control and hang on to things that no longer serve you. So the Emperor is a card of a person who is, highly intelligent, very knowledgeable, very in charge of their surroundings, could be an Aries, but certainly a person who likes to have control, likes to have dominion is what they're talking to me about. I don't know what that means, but likes to sort of see what they have there and have their claws in it. And I feel this is where some of you are at the moment, not understanding that there's something greater waiting for you, but you've got to let go of this past idea, this past situation, whatever it is you're still hanging on to. Okay, so for some of you, this means taking time out. This sometimes means taking a holiday, having a secondment, having a sojourn, going out, just taking yourself away from everything and just going back into yourself. Now, you can do this at home. through meditation, but you can take yourself out of your thinking for a little while, out of your repetitive thoughts, out of your outdated thinking. But you're still feeling sad about leaving the past behind. This may be very difficult for some people to do here. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles coming up as in the same reading as the Queen of Pentacles with the Emperor here. So I feel like for some of you here, there may be somebody waiting for you. The universe may have someone on hold for you here. But because you're stuck where you are, you're not seeing your own potential for happiness, for joy. Yeah, this is about walking away from not having enough emotional fulfillment. So maybe some of you are on the move here. Now, if this is not about love for you, this is about getting stuck in possibly a job or a situation which is keeping you bound because you're so busy looking at what it provides rather than the potential. So if you're stuck in a job where you're sort of going every day, yeah, this isn't so bad, I'm happy here, that'll do me, but yet you're not feeling stable, you're not feeling like you're getting recognised for your good work, you're not understanding that there's more for you out there because you're collecting your paycheck every week, fortnight, month. I feel like for you, this is about understanding that there is something better for you out there. You just have to trust in order to move forward. But if you're so focused on that, the physical, yeah, oh my goodness, look at this, sleepless nights. Okay, so for some of you here, this isn't so pleasant either. Whatever this is that's keeping you tired, bound, held back, it's not good. Because when I see the Nine of Swords, I think it's keeping you awake at night, and that is not a good thing. Okay, so we do have the Six of Cups coming in here. And in this particular scenario here, what the universe is trying to say is you have to think back to what it was you wanted to do as a child. So I feel like for some of you here, this is about your creative pursuit. This is about your life path. It's not so much about love, although it can be for some of you. Whatever this is about you having a dream as a child to do a certain thing, having a mindset that when I grow up, I want to do this. And then plunging headlong into life and ending up in a job that pays your paycheck because that's what you think life is. You may be extremely unhappy at your job. In fact, I think looking at these cards, you do not understand that what you want wants you. It's out there. But you're so fixated on staying where you are and being bound to what is here, clinging on to it, but unable to make a decision to transform and have a good look inside to understand what it is that you do want here because you're stuck. And what the universe is saying here is in order to find emotional fulfillment, you have to let go of those ideas, that situation, that focus on your material wealth to understand what's waiting for you if you move forward. Okay, now I poured the new cards out yesterday, the Oracle Shaman deck, or Mystical Shaman deck, and I'll pull a card from this. I've still got to get used to this one, and I do have to read from the book. I don't want all of those, but they obviously needed shuffling. Oh, there it is. Okay, I have the card of the giveaway here, so let's see what this says. Okay, so there is an essence to the card, an invitation and the medicine. And yesterday I felt the invitation was really important to read. And it says here, make a list of 10 people and things for which you are grateful. Connect with the feeling of gratitude. The giveaway comes to ask you to feel the same gratitude without needing anything or anyone to inspire it, and to share the gratitude with those you meet. As you offer thanks, your heart opens and you start realizing how much life has given you. You have had your feelings of scarcity and open yourself to the abundance that surrounds you. You heal your feelings of scarcity and open yourself to the abundance that surrounds you. The giveaway invites you to be in the flow of life as you give freely and receive freely. So that's absolutely beautiful. So what that's saying here is that you need to understand there's more to life than what you're hanging on to. So you may be hanging on to beliefs about yourself that are not allowing you to live your best life. But whatever it is here, there's a real need for you to let go of control, to let go of what you think should be, to let go of what you expect. Because the universe wants you here to get back to this state of being a child and looking at life with open eyes and open heart. Because you have a wonderful future sitting in front of you, but you're so focused on what you had in the past or what you can't let go of that you're not seeing your abundance. Very nice reading. Have a great day.